the eyes of the thoroughbred racing industry. We're on Warwick Farm this week with the Inglis Easter Yearling Sale.
Yeah, absolutely, Jules. A record draft for Arrowfield, 68 potential champions of tomorrow. I ducked out to the Inglis complex during the week to catch up with the man himself, Mr. Arrowfield, John Messara.
325,000 he goes this time. I sell him at 325. Last chance. Done. 325, thank you.
Well, John Messara, 68 horses, a record draft for Arrowfield, and this sale has been beyond expectations.
Way beyond expectations. I must say I came here with some trepidation, but it's amazing. Of course, the horses in the sale are very, very good horses, well bred, prepared to the minute. But the money's here, and the sale is above last year's, and last year's was a record sale. So how do you figure that? But very pleased about it anyway.
It almost goes to that saying, I think it might have been Gucci, the quality is remembered long after the price is forgotten, and that's what this sale's all about.
Very much so, and those good pedigrees, good types of horses, people are fighting over at the moment.
We can't go through all 68, but you've just come in from the ring and a full brother to Esther Jubb. Tell us a bit more about that one.
Well, he was a lovely, loose-walking, super athletic, supple horse, colt. And he's a full brother to Esther Jubb and to Remark, who's one of my favourite horses. And I think he's a stakes winner in the wings, in waiting. I think he'll win a stakes race. He's stakes placed several times. But he was well sought by syndicators, stallion-type syndicators. And there was a battle between two or three of them, and he went to 1.4 million. Very pleased, very pleased.
68's a lot. A lot of work.
It's a lot of work. It was about one horse every 6 or 7 lots. So there's no rest at all. You've got to keep your concentration up. And meanwhile, clients are coming to see you. What about this horse? Should we do this? What should we do? It's difficult, but we've got a great team, and we're getting through it.
And John, a great couple of weekends, the championships, and so steeped in history. I know you're a student of history, and I did a function recently at the ATC, and they brought out the Doncaster Trophy. It's in 3 parts. Yeah. Goes back to the middle 1800s. It's such a wonderful historic time for this industry.
Yeah, that's a race that I was involved in, a carnival I was involved in establishing in its current mode when I was the chair of Racing New South Wales some 10 years ago. And in fact, it's 10 years old, the championship. And the idea was to leverage up on those great races of the past, the Doncaster, the Derby, and all the great races, and get some order in them and have them over 2 Saturdays and plonk the sales in the middle between the two, so that it was a time where people come to New South Wales, to Sydney in fact, and if you loved horses or you're interested in thoroughbreds, well, you're going to see the best of racing and the best of breeding. And I think it's worked pretty well.
Oh, absolutely, you're modest. The Queen Elizabeth Stakes, this could be the best Queen Elizabeth Stakes we've ever seen. An international flavour.
Well, yeah, and an old boy against a younger lad, and the younger lad is our champ, Animo. And it'll be interesting to see how those two fight it out. We're all plumping for Animo, but William Haggis's horse put the writing on the wall there a couple of weeks ago, so it's going to be a great race.
Well, let's have a look at the Arrowfield interest. Well, there's interest everywhere, all around the country, because when you think of Schnitzels and Autumn Suns, we've got in front of an Autumn Sun right here, done deals. But what about your own race, the Arrowfield? You've got one there.
Well, we've got a filly from Melbourne that's a very speedy filly called Wee Nessie, which we own in partnership with a client of ours, a friend of ours. And she's a chance in the race. She loves the wet track. So I'm one of the few people that's not cheering for a wet track, but I won't be too worried if it is wet. And you know, she'll be running in the Arrowfield, our own race, so that'd be a thrill if she could run a bit of a race there.
And really sentimental for you, I know. Autumn Ballet, of course, in the Percy Sykes. He's a great friend of yours. Yeah. Trained by Gay Waterhouse. Amazing in the Black Opal. Starting favourite. She'll start favourite in the Percy Sykes.
Yes, she's currently the favourite, and she was bred at Arrowfield, and in her first start, very unusually, she won a Group 3. It's very hard to win a group race first time out. She was very impressive, and I'm looking forward to Saturday for that.
She's a nice horse, and Autumn Sun is now starting to really grow in significance because of not only Autumn Ballet, but the other horses that are coming through.
They're coming through now. He's only had 6 starters, and amongst them is Autumn Ballet, a Group 3 winner, and Tulsi, a Group 1 place getter in New Zealand, out of only 6 starters. That's a very good start, I must say.
I just had a message in my ear. I think there's another Arrowfield horse about to go under the hammer, so I better let you go.
Okay, thanks very much, Timmy.